back. Movies that didn't need a remake. And because of how Hollywood is today, Screen Fiend fans, we must go through this. Now, because Hollywood is so decadent and screwed up beyond all recognitions, we're starting to see a trend. And the trend that we're seeing is that when you have films such as this, they're not as prominent as others would like for them to be. You start to see a narrative or a growing trait. And when you start seeing the growing trait that's going over and over again, it's remakes. You're having requels. You're having everything that's a repeat of what you've already seen or something that you didn't ask for. Like we had one with Total Recall. And remaking Arnold Schwarzenegger movies seems to be the way that they want to go. Arnold seemed to make the movie to work by making it in his vision, meaning that there were so many changes made to the original script that you guys just didn't know it became an Arnold Schwarzenegger film. The Running Man is not made to be what you saw in the movie theaters. It's not a comedy. It was made to be more serious. It wasn't more of a joke. It was a more graphic Stephen King. Stephen King wrote the book, The Running Man, a dystopian future where it is total like anarchy and chaos is everywhere on the streets, and people watch this game show to escape the misery that they live in. So much corruption, everything. It's just almost kind of like what we're living in now, just not as drawn out as this is. But Arnold Schwarzenegger brought humor to it with his one-liners and all of the action in there, and Dynamo in there trying to R-word women every time he gets a chance. It was quite the spectacle that ended up becoming a B-rated movie classic. Like I don't even know what it did at the box office. It couldn't have been great, but overall, the movie was a success. From the outfits they wore, it ended up becoming a sports exercise fashion, uh, to the way the new film looks. The dynamics always changed. But now, Glenn Powell, the actor you have seen in almost everything since Top Gun Maverick, playing Hangman, even though he was like the third guy in the movie, really. Wasn't really a big guy in the movie. He just played the villain for Miles Teller character who plays Goose's son, his nemesis, his Hangman. So, like, and Hangman was a great pilot that kind of resembled Tom Cruise's Maverick. Very good, but very raw. Now, in the original script for Top Gun, he was going to be the son of Iceman, and Tom Cruise was supposed to train him, and he was going to have to make a pick between Goose's son and Iceman's son. And it kind of came down to that when he had to make his choice, but he wasn't Iceman's son. They chose not to go that route, figuring what's going on with Val Kilmer and his throat cancer and and how far that progression went. But because of that movie, Glenn Powell blew up. He's on everything. He's on Netflix. He's on the movie theaters. He's twisters. He's lassoing tornadoes. He's doing every single thing. He's a hitman. He's everything you can think of. He's it. Now he's going to tackle Arnold Schwarzenegger's role as he will play Ben Richards in the new Arnold Schwarzenegger less classic, The Running Man. So no one-liners, no jokes, just a serious movie. We've seen Colin Farrell in Total Recall, and that wasn't a bad movie. It just didn't perform well. It just didn't have the Schwarzenegger appeal. But they made it look like Minority Report. And you can make a better, grittier movie, but it's probably not going to be an entertaining movie that has a lot of replay value. Now, the rest of the world see it a little different. I don't. I'm able to look at a film, judge it as its own entity, and not have to connect it to it. But of course, it's going to be reviewed with the others. So there you have it. Your dystopian future. Oh, of course. What's up, Mac McMillan? So, are you ready for the Running Man remake? Are you ready for this dystopian future? Hey, light bulb. Hey, Christmas tree. What happened to Buzzsaw? Oh, I gave him the split. He had to split. Hey, here, Sub Zero. Now, Plane Zero. Yeah, it's comical. I would say that to say the least, but it is very very comical. I would highly recommend anyone to. Hmm. No, I'm interested to see what kind of movie it's gonna be. The book is very graphic, like it's violent and not nice. So to have that movie come out and not be nice and just have it to be as violent as humanly possible, what are you really saying? But we're gonna see how it plays out. They tried to do the Dark Tower. It's hard to bring a Stephen King book to life. It really is. Stephen King books need to be left in, paperback or hard copy, not for the silver screen. Because once you start to peel back those layers and the way Stephen King writes, it's meant for a book. It's not meant for the screen. He's not writing for screen. All the characters are formulaically laid out. They have certain layers into them. The story has layers. And to see it make sense, it has to conclude. It has to get to an end to where it's all going to make sense. It's not going to make sense early on. So if you try to make a film out of it, there's so much you're going to be cutting out of it to try to make it short to get to that end. That's going to make the movie seem bland, which make a great book, but a horrible movie. So the film is still in production. Um, Josh Brolin is also in this film. There's been a lot of rumors of other people appearing in this movie. It's definitely one in production right now. So look forward to seeing what it looks like when it's all finished. But anyway, it's your boy Carcino. I'm out, Screen Fiend fans. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the page, and become a member so that we can continue to give you videos that you love to see. I'm out. Thanking you.